Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be creating my version of Woody from Toy Story. I feel like the characters that I choose explain a lot of who I am without me realizing it. Woody was always my favorite character because I really admired his sense of self. He never pretended to be anything other than who he is. And he was a bit of a rebel, which gave him a few stars in my book. Before I committed to this look, I didn't realize how much shading was involved, so this was definitely a challenge for me, and you guys are going to see that in this video. New videos will be up on Mondays, so make sure to subscribe. And if you guys are interested in seeing my recreation of Woody, then keep watching. I think I got it. I always start with a toner. It tightens the pores and gets your base ready for paint. I then go in and glue down my eyebrows with a non-toxic glue stick. You want all the hairs smoothed down so that you have an even canvas to work with. Now I start laying out the features of the character. Here's where a reference photo really comes in handy to get the correct proportions. I use Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer to hide my brows because I'm going to be using foundation for the base of his skin. I'm using L'Oreal True Match foundation for the base of his skin. To be honest, I normally go with whatever's on sale for these looks. I think I picked this one up for like $2. You'll want to set everything with a translucent powder. I'm using the Ben Nye Colorless Luxury Powder because it's really light and doesn't cause flashback. Now back to mapping out features. I made a mistake here and needed to move the eyes down. This is why I like to use eyeshadow for these outlines. If you make a mistake, you can just smear it away. Keep your angles in mind when blocking out features that you want to hide. Woody's head is a little more narrow at the top and gets wider towards the bottom, so I drew kind of a half circle that would look correct when viewed straight on. This is my version of precise measurement. I have this weird thing where I can visualize how much space I need by staring at the reference photo. When going from working on the head to the body, it's easy to lose sense of scale. Woody's head is much larger than his body, so you want to keep the correct proportions. Keep Q-tips on hand for when you make mistakes. It helps to wet them slightly. Now it's time to start filling in the outlines with paint. I use Mehron Paradise palette for just about all of my paints. It's really opaque and has a lot of colors to choose from. You guys can get this one on Amazon. I'll link it below for you. When painting, you don't want to soak your brush when dipping into your paints. Just the tip is all you need. Just the tip. Here comes the difficult part. I would normally outline all these features with black, but since this is a 3D character, I instead need to use shading. Shading is a bitch, but this is what really makes a Pixar character come to life. I use a few different shades from Ben Nye. They can be found in singles or in palettes. I like to use these shadows because they're super opaque and they're really easy to blend. When shading, you want to use lighter colors for the areas that you want to pop forward, and darker colors for sculpting. Just blocking out my mouth here with the same concealer that I used earlier. I'm making my new lips here and back at it again with the shading. I started to outline his body out of habit, but then I got my shit together and got back into shading. The eyes are such an important part. They can really make or break a character, and that little highlight makes such a big impact. Now it's time to make room for the ears, which I make out of paper, of course. I find it best to hold the paper up where you would like the prop and sketch it freehand. That way you can get the proportions right the first time, then go in with details after you have the basic shape. After you're finished, cut them out, apply your spirit gum a few minutes beforehand so that it gets tacky. Then you just need to fill in the hairline and then stick those suckers on. And there's your Woody. This is perfect for Halloween, cosplay conventions, or just creeping out the neighbors. This is art, guys. Don't take it so seriously, just have fun with it. Make sure to subscribe to my channel for more looks, and I'll see you guys next time.